Looking back at season 6, who was your favorite character this season?
It's okay. I really love Sansa Stark's arc this season, but I do think Lyanna Mormont stole it for me. She's small, she's young, but she is the queen that was promised. I think she just stole every scene that she was in. And when I think of like concentrated joy that I got from a character, it probably was her. But main characters, I really loved the journey that Sansa went on, followed close behind by Yara. I think Yara also had a really cool comeback, and I liked a lot of what they did with her, especially her meeting with Dany was just amazing. How about for you?
Well, first I'm going to kind of steal from you because I was only thinking of main characters. But if I'm just saying all the characters, who did I get joy and love from? Yeah, Lady Mormont.
I thought we were going to say it at the same time too. I was like, it's gotta be Lyanna Mormont.
She was just awesome, and she deserves a spinoff and
the young bear.
Everything, yeah. But for main characters, for me, I'm a little bit of a mixed tie between Sansa and Jon. Part of mixing them together is the joy of seeing them working together, which was just constantly thrilling, even with her keeping secrets, sometimes not very well motivated secrets, but keeping secrets behind his back. Just the fact they were together on screen, again, something that for 5 years of the show just did not seem like they were ever going to give us until maybe the very end of any of these two Starks working together. But also Jon, I do need to mention, because Jon, to me, of the main characters, like of the highest paid ones, we should say, I guess that's like there's 5 of them plus Sansa and Arya, main 7 or so. Jon, to me, has kind of been the least interesting in a lot of the fights.
I love him.
I like him, but I think it was only because he did have the onus of being the last traditional hero left after Ned and Robb died. He was like the good guy doing the right thing, which on Game of Thrones didn't strike me as quite as interesting, even though I still liked him. I didn't think he was boring. But then this season, just him coming back, leaving the Night's Watch, again, aligning him with Sansa. I was just so excited to see that journey. I guess it's really overlapping, though, with him and Sansa, because it was just seeing the two of them. And even, in the Battle of the Bastards, of course, he got to like triumph over adversity with this huge fight, but then at the end, sort of letting her have the kill and the back and forth between the two of them. And yes, coming off season 5, certainly, because again, everyone was so excited coming out of season 4 about, Dark Sansa, where's Sansa going? Sansa's rising to power, and then she had her most miserable, depressing
then she got knocked
season.
Right back where she was before.
So this season, to finally see her actually take the power that a lot of us thought she was going to take a year ago, was really exciting. And to see her in this actual position of power where we could root for her, because again, she was pretty hateable when the show began, and if she had been, in any sort of position of authority in season 1 or 2, wouldn't have been rooting for her. But now you just see what she's gone through, her sort of inner strength, and I thought that's been a great journey for her overall.
It's been very earned, and I think the most earned storyline of anyone, even like Dany, who started at nothing, going around, marrying a Khal just so she could get some ships to claim her rightful place on the Iron Throne, which we didn't really believe yet. But I think even like charting her journey, I think Sansa has ended up having the best one overall, and I'm interested to see if she keeps going up, which doesn't seem likely for Game of Thrones standards. But yeah, I think definitely looking back. And also Bran. Bran has quickly become the Stark I think is the most interesting. A lot of people don't like his storyline, but I think there's just so much juicy stuff there that we can dive into, and we got to see a lot of it this season with him going into the past and playing around. Again, I started off by saying that this season wasn't subtle, but it is the subtle things like the vision he had of all the wildfire under King's Landing and Jaime killing the Mad King, and we now know that was not exactly what we thought it was. It was seeing the future, and it's causing people to speculate, did Jaime actually kill the Mad King in that vision, or was he killing Cersei, or whatever. So yeah, I think that he is third then for me, or fourth, I don't even know. I have a lot of favorite
third
characters.
might be, even though I guess he didn't have a ton to do towards the end, but I do love Davos, which is funny because I guess Davos in a way is also like one of the last noblemen alive, which keeps making me think something terrible. I was so convinced he wasn't going to survive Battle of the Bastards, but then I guess
he and Tormund, you had death wishes for both of them.
I figured they both couldn't make it out, but I guess Davos still had to find out about Shireen. But there's something about Davos, and I think a lot of it has to do with the performance, but like, the quiet nobility about him. And but also the fact that he's just a guy trying to make, he's like,
Yeah.
he's not supposed to be like the most badass or something like that. He's just trying to be like a loyal, good guy.
Yeah,
so.
and his sort of origin story is the Onion Knight too, where he was a smuggler and then Stannis turned him around. I love that, and I love that, you're right, Liam Cunningham brings that out in every scene that he's in, even though it's not overt. I think the cast on the show has just gotten better and better with every year, and it's really thanks to them that this season is as good as it was.
Yeah. Absolutely. Lady Mormont and Sansa are our big
Yes.
unifications
Ladies.
there. Let us know in the comments, who was your favorite character this season specifically? Who did you think had like the most satisfying arc and most satisfying moments? Let us know.